Initially, we start with the basics about screw thread, which are the terminology and how it may be manufactured, types of screw thread, then basic 5 terminology that we proceed to explain and to understand, that is major diameter, minor diameter. Now we discuss the effective or pitch diameter. Then remaining two already as continue we will definitely finish in time. We know very well that how to measure major diameter with bench micrometer, and if we talk about the minor diameter, then there are two methods that we already discussed, that using taper parallel and using roller. After that, we discussed in the previous lecture regarding pitch measurement, where basic three methods are there. Tool maker microscope is there, screw pitch gauge is there, and tool maker microscope, pitch measuring machine, and screw pitch gauge. Now, very important portion of screw thread parameter that we are discussing now, that is effective diameter. These are the basic methods to measure the effective diameter. Effective diameter is one of the most important dimensional measurement of screw thread, which is play very important role while perfect fitting of the matting thread. Whenever we mesh two thread on that time, this effective diameter, or we are considered that pitch diameter, is very important. Most probably, as here discussed, it may be measured with the help of micrometer, and second one method is one wire, two wire, and three wire. Here one thing that is missing, so one wire method, two wire method, and three wire method. If we talk about this three method, like one wire, two wire, and three wire method, then there is no basic difference between these three method. Based on the name, we are use one wire when we prefer the one wire method, same way two wire when we prefer the two wire method, and same way three wire when we prefer for the three wire method. Okay, so from these three, two wire method is used when floating carriage micrometer is available. Okay, for the measurement purpose. So that you have to remember. Most probably, two wire method is very important as per exam point of view and as per industrial point of view. If we consider the one wire method, so what happened? I just explain you with one basic figure of the screw thread. Suppose we have this kind of suppose this is a one kind of thread. Okay, so in this method, measurement of effective diameter of screw thread. यहाँ पे क्या होगा, we have measured the diameter of screw thread. कैसे? One wire is placed between two thread. One wire is placed between two thread at one side, and on the other side the anvil of the anvil of the anvil means which may use in the micrometer. I hope you know now that uh, as already discussed in the micrometer in lab session, so you know that now anvil is a part of the micrometer. So one side anvil is there, and one side uh, remaining portion is there. So anvil of the measurement micrometer is placed. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, द डायमीटर विच वी हैव टू मेजर. सो यहाँ पे वायर आएगा, एंड द एनविल इज प्लेस एट, if you talk about the another side, then root is there. Okay, so between root and the diameter. Okay, so with crest, as you can see at here, the measurement, the micrometer reading is not on the standard gauge. Okay, and we are measure that directly micrometer reading. We are measuring here, uh, one crest is touch at here, and either crest or root may be touch with the anvil, and another portion we are getting with the help of wire that we are directly measuring with the micrometer. So the micrometer reading is not down on standard gauge. The dimension of standard gauge can be same as that obtained by this method. Okay, so I think I am not involved that method in the PPT. So I just explain it this way. Yeah, it may start with the two wire method. So I think if I have the diagram, then it may very easy for you to understand. Yes, you can just see. I just zoom the figure, so it may be very clear in your mind. Yes, this is the thread that we have to measure the diameter of that. Now I just put, this is the front view of the wire. This is called as a wire diameter. Okay, that may be already known from our side. So we are put that diameter, and we are put micrometer anvil also. Okay, and now what we have to do, we are just measure this diameter. This ये दोनों diameter है, we are measuring with the help of standard gauge, so that we are getting directly with the standard gauge, and we are getting the dimension. Okay, so very easy to measure the diameter with the help of one wire method, but it may not that much accurate. So, and one thing that you remember that I mentioned in the last point, that micrometer axis may not remain perpendicular to the thread axis. Okay, it's not necessary that the micrometer axis should remain perpendicular to the thread axis. अगर नहीं होती है तो भी चलता है. Yet we are getting the good result. Now, very important, two wire method. Yes. As we know, the effective diameter we are not measure directly with the help of, as discussed previous parameter. It may be measured with some measurement made, like a wire of exactly known diameter I choose, such that they contact the flanks at the straight portion. If the size of the wire is such it contact the flanks at the pitch line, it is called as a base size. Okay, if it may be contact properly with the base, with the pitch line, then we are considered that it may be the base size of the wire for our pitch diameter measurement, which can be determined by geometry of the screw thread. The screw thread is mounted between the center, and wire are placed in the grooves and reading is taken. At the end, the effective diameter E is equal to T plus P, where we are getting T is equal to M minus 2D. P is the value which depends on diameter. Sometime in place of E plus TD, sometime in place of T, they are used Y, where Y is the dimension under wires. Okay, Y means what? Which are the dimension covered by the wires, which is equal to M minus 2D means dimension of the wire size. This is called as a dimensions of the wire size minus twice diameter of the wire. Okay, that you have to remember that. Sometime M is there, sometime H is there. In our book, many times it may be considered as H. So H is the or M is the dimension over wire, that maximum is there, and small d is the diameter of the wire. Okay. I just show you with one proper figure, so it may very easy for you to understand. Yeah. In two-wire method of measuring effective diameter on screw thread, hardened steel wire are used. First of all, which kind of wire are used? That may be the hardened and it may be steel kind of wire. We know that why we have to do the hardening process that we discussed initially in the material science and metallurgy. So hardening is necessary when we prefer for the measurement of the effective diameter. In this, two wires of the identical diameter are placed between the flanks. Okay, as you can see in the figure, that two wires are arranged or placed between the flanks. As I discussed earlier, that here use the equation that E is equal to Y plus P, and we are finding the equation, we are finding the effective diameter with the help of this equation, that E is equal to Y plus P, where P is equal to 0.866P minus D. That you have to remember. This equation that you have to remember. P we are getting with the help of 0.866P minus small d if it may be the metric thread, and if the Whitworth thread is there, then the equation may be different, that is 0.9605P minus 1.1657 D, where small p is the pitch of the pitch of the screw thread, and small d, as I discussed, diameter of the wire. Okay, so we initially find p from that equation, and now remaining thing means y we have to find. Okay, we have to find with some proper geometry is there. You can just see the figure. Initially we had put our wire on between that thread, inside between that thread, and we know the dimension of the wire. So you just remember the figure, because every time it may not repeat when I move from the slide. One wire is there. The last point of the circle may touch with the crest, where I just draw one line. the name is BC and the center is A. I just draw one center line. From that center line, the inclined portion or the flank, which is considered as a theta by 2, the end point of crest, it is called as a G. And I just from the center, I just draw tangent point, normal point with the tangent, that is D and E. So you have to remember that all point, and the point from the end point, that is called as a B, C, and the center point, that is called as a. The tangent are called as a E, D, O. Okay, so that are the name which given from my side. Every time not necessary that you also give the same name, but for today's theory point of view, I just matter with that name. Okay, otherwise concept is important. You just remember the uh, diagram, that is important. Now we are focused with this triangle. Okay, initially I just show you the diagram. You can just see here. Yes, one thing, that E is equal to y plus AQ from this figure. I think it may be here. This is the y, and AQ, yeah. Okay, so हमें पूरा ये फाइंड करना है y and AQ. Then and then we are getting this effective diameter. Okay, so sine theta by 2, as we know, that is equal to, from the figure, OE by OG. So OG is equal to OE divided by sine theta by 2. So OE into cosec theta by 2. As we know that OE क्या है? It's the diameter of the wire, so small d. So in place of OE, I put d by 2 cosec theta by 2. Right? Now, this is called about OG. This is why I can use this equation, because I want OG. Now, I can once again use tan theta by 2 for this triangle QCG. For triangle QCG, you can just verify with this also. It is now QCG. Okay, initially we find OG, so it's very easy for you. OG, okay, pura vertical line we are already find that OG. Now we focus on remaining thing, that is QG, and for that you may refer this triangle, that is QCG. So tan theta by 2 is equal to QC divided by QG. Okay, so QG is equal to QC by tan theta by 2, or we are say that QG is equal to QC cot theta by 2. Okay, now we have to find this base, pura base. So BC is equal to 1/2 into pitch. टोटल BC हमें फाइंड करना है, तो उसको पिच का आधा करना पड़ेगा. सो 1/2 into P, और we are say that twice of QC. Okay, that we know very well. QC डबल करेंगे तो we are get the BC. So QC is equal to or we have said that QC is equal to 1 half of BC is equal to, in place of BC we have put pitch by 2. So we have said that the QC कब मिलेगा हमें, it may be the P by 4. Okay, now QG, as we have the QG, so QG is equal to, in place of QC we have put P by 4, so P by 4 cot theta by 2. So that is the equation of QG. You just remember that, that is the equation of QG, and initially we have find the equation of OG. Okay, QG and OG, as I discussed you main basic figure that OG, where is the OG is there and where is QG is there in the diagram. So it is very clear in your mind now. Yeah, now OG is equal to, as I shown you the figure, OG is equal to total, OG is equal to OA plus AG, right? As we know that OG is equal to OA plus AG, or we have considered that AG is equal to, if I want to find AG, then OG minus OA. Okay, from same equation I just put the value as per the mathematical way and as per the diagram. AG is equal to, you just focus on the diagram. I just zoom it so it's very clear in your mind that AG is equal to OG minus OA. Already we have the answer of OG and OA. Okay, OA means क्या है? OA definitely it may be the radius of the diameter, radius of the wire, and OG जो हमने define किया है initially. I just show you that what is OG. Yeah, OG is equal to D by 2 cosec theta by 2, and OA means radius, right? Here we are focused with the diameter D, so it may be D by 2. Yes, yeah. OG is equal to, as I discussed earlier, OG is equal to OA plus AG. So AG is equal to OG minus OA is equal to, in place of OG we have put D by 2 cosec theta by 2 minus D by 2. So D by 2 is common, cosec theta by 2 minus 1. Same way, you just see here, QG is equal to QA plus AG. Same way, QG is equal to QA plus AG. And we know that the two things, that is QG and AG. Okay, we have both the things. So QA is equal to what? QA is equal to, I just zoom it. So QA is equal to QG minus AG. Okay, QG minus AG is equal to QA. Now, as we know that QG, which is given to, or already we find that QG is equal to, yes, P by 4 cot theta by 2, and AG जो अभी हमने फाइंड किया था, AG is equal to D by 2 cosec theta by 2 minus 1. Okay, QG and AG. So we are getting that QA is equal to QG minus AG, P by 4 cot theta by 2 minus D by 2 cosec theta by 2 minus 1. Okay. I repeat once again. So everything is in your, everything is clear in your mind. Initially, we are find OG. After that, we focus with QG, OG, then QG, and then AG. Okay, so these 3 points we are covered. We know that AQ is half of the pitch value. So we are considered that P means pitch. P is equal to twice of AQ. Okay. अगर AQ के हम double करेंगे, then we are get the pitch. So and already we find AQ QA. Okay. जो हमने find कर दिया है. So उसका double करेंगे. It means the value of this QG minus AG twice, or we are consider the twice of AQ, then we are get the P. Okay, so P is equal to twice of AQ, means twice in the bracket. Equation is here that P by 4 cot theta by 2 minus D by 2 cosec theta by 2 minus 1. So P is equal to, I just multiply P with whole bracket, that P by 2 cot theta by 2 minus D 2 gone cosec theta by 2 minus 1. Okay, now in place of theta, if metric thread is there, then you remember that theta is equal to 60 degrees. So on that time, pitch P is equal to, we are getting 0.866 P minus D. And if Whitworth thread is there, then P is equal to 0.9605 P minus 1.165 D. Okay, so we are initially find P from this way. Okay, and that we summation with y, and we are getting the dimensions of effective diameter, as we know very well that y is equal, E is equal to y plus AQ. Initially we find that all thing here, how we have to find P. So for that we are just finding AQ. We are focused with AQ. So put the value of AQ in equation and we are find the value of P. Most probably in your exam, either metric or Whitworth thread are there. Directly you have to remember the equation. If metric thread is there, then that equation you have to use directly, and value of y is given to you, so you directly find the effective diameter for metric thread, and same way for Whitworth thread. Okay, so this is the basic method that you remember